Okay, so these questions are dealing with mid-segments, or actually the first one is just dealing with a mid-segment. Mid-segment is a segment, it's half the opposite side. So we'll start with the easy part. So since this is a midpoint, okay, and don't overcomplicate this, I know that 3y minus 9 must be equal to 2y plus 6. Okay, so this is going to be 2y minus 2y, add 9, and you end up with y is equal to 15. So that one was pretty easy. The next thing you need to know is, because this is a mid-segment, if I take this and multiply by 2, I end up with this one right here, the 5/3 x plus 11. Okay, or I can take this and multiply by a half to get this segment here. But I'm just going to multiply this by 2. So my mid-segment. So this side, if this is a mid-segment, okay, this side is going to be this side right here is 2 times this side right here. Oof, lovely. So I can say 2 times x plus 2 must be equal to 5/3 x plus 11. So I do distributive property. So this is going to be 2x plus 4 is equal to 5/3 x plus 11. Now I multiply each side by 3 because I want to clear my fractions. I'm really careful. This is going to be 6x plus 12 is equal to, well, when I distribute my 3 here and 3 here, these would divide out, so I'm left with 5x. And then this is going to be plus 33. Okay, I subtract 5x, I subtract 12. So I end up with x is equal to 21. Now if I did this right, 5/3 times 21 plus 11, and then I have 21 plus 2, so this is 23, so my mid-segment is 23, so this should be 46 if I did it right. Now 3 goes into 21 7 times, 5 times 7 is 35 plus 11, which is 46. So do you see that my mid-segment is half the opposite side? Okay, don't overcomplicate this one here. All right, these are also, it's just pay attention. These are just divided into congruent parts. So this is not a proportion one. This is just going to be 2x plus 3 is equal to 6 minus x. I add my x, so 3x plus 3 is equal to 6. 3x is equal to 3. X is equal to 1. And then on the other side, I have 4/3 y plus 1 is equal to 2y. Okay, I multiply by 3 to clear my fractions. Okay, remember that you have to distribute. So it's going to be 4y plus 3 is equal to 6y. I have 3 is equal to 2y. Y is equal to 3/2 or 1.5. All right, these next ones will go pretty quickly. So this is angle bisector theorem. And angle bisector theorem says that one side of the angle bisector divided by the other side, so 6/10, is equal to 4.5, okay, this part over this part. Okay, so I cross multiply. It's going to be 6x equals 4.5 times 10. 6x is equal to 45. And so x has to be 7.5. And we'll write centimeters because there's a unit there. Same thing can be said for this one right here. I know 20/30, so side over side is equal to, now the problem is we don't have this part. I'm going to call this part 28 minus x. Okay, so this is going to be 20/30 equals 28 minus x over x. Okay, because we need the part over part. So I cross multiply. That's going to be 20x is equal to 30 times 28 minus x. 20x is equal to 840, I know that that's not nice, minus 30x. I add 30x to each side. Okay, that's going to be 50x is equal to 840. And I end up with x is 16.8. So if this is 16.8, then this is going to be 28 minus 16.8, which is 11.2, is 20 over 30 equal to 11.2 over 16.8. So that's 2/3, which is 0.6 repeating. 11.2 over 16.8 is also 2/3. That actually does check out, but that's your answer there. So again, if you're given a whole side, you need to find that little part. So it's this whole side over this whole side is equal to this part over this part, and that's angle bisector theorem. Proportionate parts. If two triangles are similar, then all of their parts are proportionate. Okay, so for this one, we have a median. So median over median must be equal to side over side. Okay, that's it. That's all you have to know. So this is going to be 18x is equal to 10 times 15. 18x is equal to 150. And so 150 divided by 18, x is equal to 8 1/3. Okay. Also, the perimeters are going to be, and this should be, I hate when that happens, are also going to be similar. So the altitudes are similar. So anything that you have, any part is going to be similar. Perimeters are also going to be similar. So if the triangle find the perimeter of triangle ABC, if the triangle of ADB and triangle ACB is similar to, ADB is similar to ACB, given that AD is 12, okay, BD is 9, and AB is 15, okay. So I look at the perimeter of my small triangle. So it's going to be perimeter of small over perimeter of large is equal to the side of the smaller triangle over a side of the larger triangle. Okay, so my perimeter of my small triangle, that's going to be the 15 plus 9 plus 12. So 15 plus 9 plus 12, okay, which is 36. Okay, I don't know the perimeter of my larger triangle. Now I have to look for corresponding parts with my similar triangles, and I'll make sure that I correct this. I don't know why this keeps doing this in your own notes. But I look at, okay, so AB right here, it's a side of my small triangle, but it's also a side of my big triangle. So let's see if I have a relationship where I can use that. So I know that AB on my larger triangle, okay, so AB on my larger corresponds to, oh, I think I have this similarity statement. Oh no, corresponds to, yeah, I do have this wrong. So AB on my larger triangle corresponds to AC. Wait, AB on my larger triangle corresponds to, oh, you know what? I think that this statement is wrong. It should be triangle. If I did ABC for the larger one, that is going to be ADB. There we go. ADB for the smaller one. Sorry about that, guys. So I know side AB on my larger triangle corresponds to side AD on my smaller triangle. So I use that. I know the side of my smaller is 12, and I'm sorry that this was just way too confusing, and the side of my larger is 15. So we use this. So the side of my smaller, because these were corresponding sides, was 12. The side of my larger is 15, because I knew that they were corresponding sides. And I gotta apologize with the mess in the notes. So I cross multiply. This is gonna be 12x equals 36 times 15. If you want to cross multiply, I know though that 12 times 3 is 36, so 15 times 3. So this should be 45. The perimeter of my larger one should be 45. Just something to think about. But I can go through and solve. So 12x is equal to 540. I divide by 12. And indeed, I do get the perimeter of my larger is 45.